Hey guys, so today we're talking about intimate conversations, and one of the reasons we're talking about this is because I had an incident with the Spectacular Asshole a few days ago where we had a disagreement about a secret that I told him. It was a secret that obviously I told him, so it was a secret about me. It had nothing at all to do with him. That I told him, and he was fine about it, and he was supportive and whatever. But he later found out that I had also told that secret to a couple of other people, and then he was upset because he felt that it was something that should have been kept private between us. It should have been something that was intimate between us, and the fact that I shared it with other people meant that there wasn't anything special about him. Now this kind of, I was going to say it kind of blew my mind, but that would be kind of melodramatic of me to say. I understood where he was coming from. I certainly think that there's information between a man and a woman when they're involved with one another that should be kept private between the two of them. But it just so happened that this particular thing was not something that I considered to be private between the two of us, and it was very much something that he considered to be private between the two of us. So it basically came down to a differing point of view of what is and is not intimacy between us. Let me just stop here for a second to just say, in case there are people out there who are looking at the shit that's in the background here. I know Starry stays noticing what goes on in the background of people's videos. It's a mess, I know. I'm redecorating, and I don't have a place for all my crap right now, so behind my sofa there, somewhere. Anyways, there's just a lot of shit everywhere, so try not to notice it. Look at me. Differing points of view about what intimacy is. So while I was still sort of wrapping my head around that, I received an email from a new reader who asked me, what do you consider to be an intimate conversation between two people? Please share your thoughts with me. So I thought to myself, and I said to him, oh, what a timely question. It just so happens that I'm sort of struggling with this in my own life right now. I'll definitely talk about it. And so as that day went on, and I sort of was chewing on this while I was going through my, the rest of my day, I came home from work, and I ended up having a phone conversation with this dude I met who drives the bus I ride every morning, and he's super funny and super friendly and cool and whatever, and he asked me for my phone number, and I ended up talking to him for the first time a couple of nights ago. And as soon as the conversation started, he went in, he came hard talking about sex. And he, talked about, what he thinks about sex and what he's like about sex and what he would do to me if he got to have sex with me. And you know what he told me? Sorry, this is just making the video way too long because I'm going wildly off topic, but I just have to tell you guys this because this fucking killed me. He said something, and I said, I think you just like my tight jeans. And he said, you know what? I wasn't even looking at your jeans. I was looking at your ankles. My ankles. I was like, yeah, I was checking out your ankles. And I was like, I don't even have nice ankles. I really don't. And he was like, yeah, but when I give you back shots, the ankles is what I'm going to hold on to. And so I laughed. And he was like, yeah, you hold on to the ankles and then you spread out the legs, whatever. And I was like, okay, this is an intimate conversation. Epiphany. So intimate conversations, what are they? Whom should you be having them with? How big of a deal is it for you to be having an intimate conversation with somebody other than your partner? That's sort of what we're talking about today. And it's, once again, one of those rare things that I don't have a definitive point of view about. I think that there are things that should be sacred between a man and a woman, for sure. I think that the private details of sex between somebody that you're in an exclusive relationship with shouldn't be shared with other people. I think the nitty-gritty of your relationship problems are intimate details that shouldn't be shared with another person. I think your deepest, darkest secrets are not things that you should be sharing with many other people than your partner. And that actually is interesting about me and the Spectacular Asshole, because when he said to me, oh, well, what makes you special? What makes me special if everybody knows this thing about you? I was like, you know my deepest, darkest secret, and hardly anybody knows that. There's not one person right now reading this blog. Actually, there's probably maybe one person watching this video right now who is not related to me, who knows my deepest, darkest secret, but he knows it. So what's intimacy, and how big of a deal is it for people to have the same point of view about intimacy? The Spectacular and Asshole and I have wildly different points of view, and he's frankly a little bit appalled at what I will share with you guys in this blog, especially the sex stuff, because he considers that to be intimate details, and he considers that to be things, he considers a lot of what I write in this blog to be things that I should only be sharing with my partner, and I consider that to be unimportant details about me. So if that's the case, whose definition of intimacy should trump? Do I keep intimate the things that I think are intimate and continue to share the things that he thinks are intimate and not factor in his point of view? Or do I concede to his point of view and not tell you guys things that he thinks should be sacred between the two of us because his opinion, because I have to have consideration for his opinion? What does intimacy really mean? Is it all about sex? Is it all about romance? Are there intimate things that go on between two friends, or you know, a brother and sister? I don't know, e-booze? Are there intimate, sacred things that shouldn't be ever taken outside of that relationship? Or when we're talking about intimacy, are we really just talking about secrets? These are the things that I would like us to discuss today. And I don't actually have, I can't remember if I said this or not, but I don't have any answers at all. This isn't going to be, I'm not even going to give you guys an opinion. I want you guys to weigh in the comments, and I want us to have a discussion about what is considered to be an intimate conversation. So go type your little hearts out, give me some insight, let's come to a definitive conclusion, and then maybe I'll write a follow-up post about what the maxlogic.com community considers to be an intimate conversation. Wouldn't that be fun?